What's up, YouTube, and welcome back to my channel, your soul's passion consultant. Here I am back again with another new moon video. And this time the new moon is in Leo. Ooh, some good energy there. Always good energy. So Leo starts Wednesday, August 16th, and it's heavy on identity. It's heavy on our personality and how we identify with ourselves. It also is good about explaining our creativity and how we want to express that creativity. Leo energy automatically puts us in a childlike mind to be creative. So sit back, relax. I have some good prompts for you, and I have a really, really fun activity at the end. Okay. So again, the new moon in Leo is starting Wednesday, August 16th. And within this, I want you to begin to consider or identify what you are naturally good at doing and see how it aligns with your purpose. So just start to let your mind wander there. And then once you do that, then you'll be ready to answer these prompts I have here. So Leo deals with the heart, the spine, and the upper back. So the heart houses our deepest desires and it identifies what your passions are. And this can make up your identity. So, as a child or an adolescent, what did you most identify with that you are doing today or that you're not doing today? For example, as a teenager going into my adult years, that time when you're looking for a job, trying to figure out what should I do, I wanted to be a waitress. I felt like I could handle the hustle of waiting numerous tables and keeping track of what each table needed. I felt like it would give me this rush. I was attracted to the calmness of achieving a task after a huge rush. So unfortunately, I never got a chance to wait tables, but it's never too late for that. We'll see what this journey produces. But I was able to work in a call center, many call centers actually, which kind of gives you that same feel, but the only difference is you're sitting at a desk versus up on your feet walking around. You still had to have the same skill set of basically being able to multitask and to problem solve really in a quick time. So what I noticed as I was journaling this out for myself, I noticed at the root of it all, I wanted to serve. Whether I'm in a call center or if I'm waiting tables, I'm in a place of serving my community, serving others. And the overall goal for me was to be able to bring calmness to chaos, to be able to fulfill people's desires and wants and concerns and issues and their needs. So I would say today I am fulfilling what my heart and passion desires are, by even being on here servicing you, my YouTube community. I want to be able to help you guys take your spiritual and your physical aspects of your life, bring them together to bring calmness and meaning so that you're able to identify your passions. So I feel like I am doing this. It looks different. That's what's so fun about like spending time in reflection to seeing how you're probably already doing what your heart's desire want to do. It just doesn't look like you thought it would look. But we can always create and change and mold and modify so that it can begin to look and feel how you really want it to look. So that's a journey we can take together. Stay tuned. So the next prompt here is Leo is most related to the solar plexus. This is ruled or related to your power, your self-worth, your self-confidence, and your self-esteem. So my question here is, how is your self-talk? Do you engage in harsh criticism that diminishes your self-esteem? For example, I know in the Black community, we are good about saying, ... you're little, and then fill in the blank. I even do it to myself. I'm good about saying, okay, I'm gonna go in here and do this little workout. So this is minimizing my efforts of even beginning to start my workout. I'm saying it's this little workout. When no, if I'm up and at them and I'm dressed with, sports bra on, leggings, yoga pants, this ain't no little workout. It took me a lot to get to this place. So I'm going to stop minimizing what my efforts that I'm doing for myself. And so I'm asking you guys to do the same because not only do we do it to ourselves, but then we end up spreading that same energy out to our community. So we will say, I see you over there with your little boyfriend. I see you over there with your little girlfriend. And these could be grown men and women. So they're not little boys or little girls, and they're not little either. So we got to stop doing that, because if we're minimizing others and the things that's going on in their lives, then we're doing it to ourselves, and we're just a ball of chaos in this world. So first, stop minimizing what you're doing in your life, big it up, because it is a big deal. And then slowly but surely, you're going to stop doing that in others, because you're taking care of yourself. So this is how we all take care of the world. So the next prompt I have is, Leo is ruled by the sun. The sun deals with identity, vitality, consciousness. So I'm asking you to identify 3 things you must do that is vital to your existence before you leave Earth, that will shine a light on who you are. And one thing, well, actually, I have my 3 things listed. I'm being very vulnerable by letting you guys know this. Some things you kind of already know if you're paying attention to other videos on this channel, but I'm gonna, be even more transparent here. So one thing, or 3 things I would want to do before I leave this earth that will shine a light on who I am, would be to become a mother. I want to be able to go through that journey of pregnancy and delivering my own child. I want to be able to see my self-expression in another human being that I created. And one other way to talk about this is in this Leo season, because it deals with what you create, your creativity. Another thing I would like to do before I leave the world, that is vital to me, that will shine a light on who I am, is to show myself and my friends and family that I was able to conquer the fear of the unknown. This is something we all deal with, whether we know it or not. We know that we shouldn't worry about tomorrow, because tomorrow's going to be tomorrow, yet and still we worry about tomorrow. So it's that fear of the unknown. So it's being relaxed and really regenerating my cells and teaching myself to relax, not to worry, not to house anxiety and stress in my body. So as I learn how to do that and conquer that, I'll be sharing that with you guys. Also, the last thing is, I want to make an impact. I want to leave an imprint that is wholesome, that really helps the vitality of Earth and the world and before I leave. So whether I'm leaving that through my children, or I'm leaving that on how I relationship with people in my community, even on the community that I'm creating here on YouTube, I want to make sure that whatever I leaves an impact that is for the greater good of humanity. So another thing to consider here is your identity check. Identify what is secure in your life that can play a significant role in society. I know that I am secure in my responsibility. I'm secure in being a woman of my word. I am secure in saying, if I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it, or I just won't commit. So when I do that, I feel like I am putting a great imprint on the people I relationship with. I'm hoping that I'm sharing with them that because I stayed to my word, even if I'm down to the minute of being on time with things, that they notice that, and then they can start implementing that in their life. So if they're doing that in their life, then that's like a ripple effect, as to show that if they're doing it, then they'll be sharing that with the next person and the next person. And then to me, that's how we heal Earth. That's how we kind of transform the life we live here on Earth. So hopefully that makes sense. So my last prompt is, Leo is a fire fixed sign. So I'm asking, what will you do that you can put determination behind, that expresses your passion? So for me, I can put my determination to have a really good YouTube channel, and that expresses my passion of the things I like to talk about, the things I want to share. So I can put a lot of work and energy, my will, my action behind building a really, really good YouTube channel. So every day or every moment I'm on here, I am putting forth that effort to express myself how I want to, how I probably wouldn't have expressed myself in any other platform. And little by little, you're seeing what is passionate for me. And then I will be helping you guys out to do the very same thing. So lot of good information here, a lot of good promptings, but hopefully you guys can connect to at least one, maybe two of them, and take that time out to journal as we enter into the new moon on the 16th. So now for the activity that we have planned. And you guys know every video, I like to leave an activity for the new moon as well as the full moon, just to kind of commemorate the energy or even put a close to the energy. So for my Leo new moon activity, I have let's connect in a childlike manner to our identity. I'm asking you to get a clear sheet of paper, plain paper, preferably no lines, but if that's all you have, use what you have, and redesign your identity using your state ID or your passport. You will also need some colored pencils or some markers or a pen or even a pencil. Use what you have. So if you have all these things, use them and have fun. So what I'm asking you to do on this new identification that I'm asking you to create, you will include where you would like to live anywhere in the world. So even if you live, for instance, I live in California, but if I have a desire to live in Georgia, maybe I would use a Georgia state ID to create my new identity. Choose a photo that best represents you and adjust the attributes to affirming the words to how you feel about yourself. So see the example below. So let's go through my card, my identification card. So as I stated before, I live in California. So here we have an example of a California state ID. This is not the current one, but this is the one I was able to find that kind of blurred out, information that shouldn't be shared online. And I duplicated it with my plain sheet of paper and my markers in a photo that I think best represents me at this time. So for now, I have no problem living in California. I am content being here. I know deep down I will move one day. I will establish roots in another place. I'm just not sure where. So right now, if I'm being honest, my heart or my passion is still here in California. And for one reason, it's because my family is here. I know my family is going through a transition, and I want to be here to witness it with them. I want to be able to touch them. I want to be able to see them in person to witness this transition. So for now, if I'm being honest, my heart is here in California, but I know without a shadow of a doubt that I will be leaving and moving somewhere else in the near future, whenever that is. And again, I don't have the timeline on that, but if you know that you're going to be moving and if you have a place already in mind that's absolute, that you know you want to live in, even if it's another country or another state, then put that down as your card. I would even say Google their state ID or that country's ID or that country's passport and use that as your template to build your card from there. So here we have, I'm calling it my life license instead of my driver's license. So my life license, so the number for my life license is S1883276. And these numbers do actually mean something to me. I am a numbers person. I do like to pay attention to numbers. I do like numerology. So I didn't just choose any weird numbers. These numbers mean something to me. And the S obviously stands for Sharonda. And the 188 is definitely a number that is significant in my life, along with the 327, and then the actual 6 is very sacred to me as well. So my identification card, how I'm going to show up in the world, it never will expire. This will be forever. So there's that. And then the class, I'm going to always be first class, nothing lower. I'm going to always be first class. And the way I identify myself nowadays is I'm Sharonda, and I'm your soul's passion consultant. I live on 1234 Love Lane. I want to stay in Peaceville, California. at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So again, this is me putting out in the universe how I want to identify, how I want to show up. When I pass this card on, I want people to see this about me. So when it comes down to sex, I want to have really good sex. There's nothing more to say there. That's how I'm feeling in regards to sex. When in regards to my hair, I want noticeably cool, healthy brown hair. Yes, as women, we're into our hair. We want our hair to look beautiful. So I want it to be nice and full and healthy. For my eyes, I want to be able to see clearly of my own vision. Whatever the vision may be that needs to be for my life, I want to be able to see it clearly. As far as my height, I want to be tall enough to reach my goals. In regards to my weight, I want to be light enough to ascend. I don't want to be heavy if I don't need to be heavy. I want to be light so that I can reach for the stars. And then my date of birth, as far as I know, I'm 42,000 years old. So you do the math. And then in California, there's a place for restrictions. So for me, I have no restrictions because I am no limit. I am limitless. So I'm signing off on that with my signature there and letting the universe know that I am ready and this is how I am going to be identifying myself. But this is a personal thing. This is something that you may not want to share with others, but I'm willing to share with you guys. It's like building a vision board, but paying attention to it as in regards to your ID. So I thought it was cool. I thought it was fun. Just a little activity to bring out your color pencils and your paper, just like a child would, and have a childlike activity and see what that fosters in your life. I actually had a really good time doing this. I was playing my music. I was drinking my apple juice, which is a childhood beverage of mine that one of my favorites. It reminds me of being a child. So I'm asking you to connect with that childlike energy. Go back, reflect to see who were you when you were there and see how that is manifesting in your life today. Before the trauma, before the drama, who were you? So I'm gonna leave it there. This was a really good video. It was really fun creating these slides and even more fun sharing it with you guys. I really hope you enjoyed it and see you guys on the next one. Peace.